then 250. Short left 5, then 30, right 5.
Round 2 of the Zestino Tyres WA Rally Championship and the Trade Hire Karri Rally, the southwest timber town of Manjimup playing host.
50 short 10.
Just under 30 cars making the start list, 6 special stages totalling 100 competitive kilometres, just a single service for the crews. Defending state champion and current series leader John O'Dowd eased into the first 8.25 kilometre stage, taking the lead, albeit by just 2 seconds. He and co-driver Tony Fever would push much harder on the next run and smash the field by 44 seconds over the 25.55 kilometre distance. A superb run, clean, neat and very fast. The final stage in the loop and another commanding drive by the Truck Wholesale sponsored team, 18.5 seconds to their nearest rivals. The gap to second place at the midway service now out to 1 minute and 5 seconds. A powerful display, the Skoda R5 in devastating form. In his first year back in the gravel for many years, Ben Searcy had a less than satisfactory run in the season opener, the Make Smoking History Forest Rally. However, a much cleaner start to this second round. Close on the first test, and although well beaten on special stage 2 and 3, he would pull out a good margin to third place, grabbing a 27-second lead after 3 runs to hold down the number 2 spot. Young gun Cody Reynolds enlisted the services of the very experienced Tom Wilde in the co-driver's seat, holding down third place going into service. However, the chasing pack were close behind, Oxley just 8.7 seconds back. This is not what Team Oxley had in mind as far as a good start to their rally. Lucky to escape major damage, they would regroup over the next 2 tests and drag their WRX back into 4th and pressure Reynolds and Wilde. McGuinness and Wade continue to show their potential, a 4th and 3rd quickest on the opening runs. Likewise, Richardson 4th fastest on special stage 3. However, a major incident later in the event saw he and co-driver Ash Ridden hospitalised. Thankfully, both team members now doing much better. The 2-wheel drive battle was on from pretty much the drop of the flag. Raz Flad Andrew Pinker in the Hyundai Elantra and Mike Joss separated by less than 4 seconds on the first stage. A disaster for the defending 2-wheel drive champions White and White, dropping a heap of time on SS1 and again on the 3rd stage of the day. Pinker pushed harder on the long Moral-up test, special stage 2. He'd take 11 seconds out of Raz, who was without regular co-driver Damon Nicoli, Mrs. Vlad making a return to the car. Joss dropped off the radar with an issue on special stage 3, Alcon taking his place in the battle, a couple of 3rd fastest times the reward. Pinker taking the 3rd test, a further 7 seconds quicker than the Vlad combination, meant a lead in 2-wheel drive of 15.5 seconds at the midway service. The lone clubman masters entry of Stringer and Parrish untroubled across the 3 stages, getting their Sylvia to the end and taking the points. Likewise, Vass and Burton, one of the 2 Clubman Cup entries, clean and neat across the 3 sections, taking the win.
Three, 2, 1, go. Right 5, 50, left 6, then 50, right 6, 100, left 6 over fast brow, 100.
More of the same for the leading pair of O'Dowd and Fever. A repeat of the 3 stages would see the Skoda crew increase the gap out front. just under 6 seconds quicker on the first run after the service, and then a further 21 seconds up on the long stage 5. With the lead out to 1 minute and 44 seconds, they could afford to ease up on the final test, only dropping 5.4 seconds. The winning margin at rally's end, 1 minute 49 seconds. A brilliant job by O'Dowd and co-driver Fever. Their truck wholesale Skoda R5 performing faultlessly. The conditions late in the day providing some challenges, with dust playing its part.
Left 6.
Yeah, Tony and I have had a great day today. The organisers have done another great job. Good stages, suited the car. So we had an uneventful day, so it's good. Fourth on the road today was pretty good. The first 2 stages I liked better than the third one, but you know they were great stages. And the last couple of stages today slowed us up a little bit. A lot of dust hanging around, but all in all, it was a good day.
Hard to see where the challenges might come from to slow this outfit down. O'Dowd getting more and more confident with every kilometre.
Hug over crest, into short 5, left in, 40, straight 2, care, braking 3 right, hug. Sudden turn 2 left, room, 50, 7 right, medium over
For second place man Ben Searcy, he would struggle to keep the hard charging Oxley back. He and co-driver Margette having to settle for third quickest on the second pass of the stages. That said, he'd done enough in his Evo on the earlier sections to maintain the gap and take a well-driven second outright for the event.
Caution, crest deceptive, right 5, over gutter, 70.
The Oxley pairing the ones on the move after the service, repairs to his WRX and running car 1 on the road, copping less dust, meant a great run to peg back third place Reynolds. 2 second quickest times and a fastest on the final test. A very good comeback for this team. Valuable state championship points in the bag. Steve taking us through that first stage. Excitement.
Today we needed to put on a good show after our slightly disappointing Forest Rally, so we were trying extremely hard on the stage 1. Unfortunately, when we left the water splash, I think we became airborne and caught a large log just shortly into the stage, and that spun us around, lost a bit of time there and knocked the steering and the subframe out big time. So the car was very difficult to drive for the remaining 2 stages, or on that stage as well, so 3 stages in a row. So we came back to service, and fortunately the Maximum boys were here, and we grabbed a rear arm off them and changed it in 30 minutes. Unfortunately the subframe was very bent, and a few people had to go trying to straighten it, but the arm was actually moving backwards and forwards like a variable tracking system. Anyway, so we set off for the last 3 stages, hoping we'd have a bit more grip under braking due to the roads would be swept a bit. Some of the course cars, I think, put some of the gravel back on the road. But so we kept it clean as we could through there. Obviously some dust for the guys behind us, but we had a reasonably clean run, only 1 small overshoot on a fast section, and some very fast roads. Great event though, and thanks to the sponsors, great stuff.
Right 1 plus, left 2 plus 50, just left 2 plus 50.
A good run for the Reynolds Wild pairing, equals second quickest on the first stage out of service. He'd follow that up with a couple of 4th fastest times to end the day just off the podium in 4th place. McGuinness kept it tidy on the second set of stages to take a well-deserved 5th place. The 2-wheel drive battle continued, 15 seconds down on Andrew Pinker coming out of the service. The Vlad crew were on a mission and took back 6.5 seconds on the 8.25k Cormit stage. This great battle, however, would be halted. The next 2 stages stopped as a result of the Richardson incident, and Andrew Pinker given a derived time for both tests, pushing him behind Vlad. That said, the split times on SS5 up to the incident had the Vlads flying and 20 seconds up on Andrew. A great fight back from Raz, and with Iwana back in the co-driver seat after 5 years, a brilliant job by her.
We started fourth on the road, which for a two-wheel drive is not ideal. It was really slippery on the first three stages, but did the best we could. I think we were second after that, second two-wheel drive. Then we pushed a bit hard on the last one, but the dust was really bad, so couldn't say much. Had a good event, no mistakes, and my navigator, Ioana, it's the first event in 6 years, but she got up to speed pretty quick. It was good.
Second place to Pinker and Cash, a superb day for Andrew in the borrowed Hyundai. I'm guessing more from this guy down the track. Hawthorne and McMacken in the Escort, third place. A good day's work for that crew. A great second round to this hard-fought championship. Some superb results up and down the entry list. A special mention, that of Kelly Thomas, a brilliant drive to 12th outright in her WRX.